Hello there again. It's Mike Porky Parry here from the Two Mikes, and you are?
I'm Mike Graham.
And who are we with?
We're with BetSafe.
We are with BetSafe,
You've got to
indeed.
be in it to win it.
Got to be in it to win it. This is the second game in the first group stages of the Champions League. We're getting very excited. 4 teams in it this week. How do you rate the chances of all 4 teams? Let's start with the games that are going to involve Leicester and Spurs.
Yeah, well, Spurs got off to a pretty bad start, didn't they? They had a record crowd at Wembley, but they played Monaco. And despite the fact that everybody thought this was going to be Spurs' great chance in the Champions League, they lost 2-1. Now, do you know when they were last in the Champions League,
yes,
they've never won any of their games away.
I know.
And they're going to a very dangerous place in more ways than one. CSKA Moscow, right?
Yeah.
Do
you mean CSKA?
Well, some people say CSKA, but in Russia they call them CSKA Moscow. And so, therefore, in the same way that you say Paris Saint-Germain, you don't say Paris Saint-Germain.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm calling them CSKA Moscow.
Okay.
Now, Spurs haven't got Harry Kane. They haven't got Eric Dyer.
No.
They're missing quite a few players.
No, but they've got Jansen up front.
Well, who's
they've
Jansen?
got Son. Jansen scored 4 goals recently. Son, S-O-N, he's on fire up front there. And I tell you something, Spurs there to win that game. I think if they win 2-1, we can give them about 7-1.
7-1,
with BetSafe.
But there's a good reason for that, because I don't think they're going to win 2-1. And I think the best result Spurs are going to get is a draw. I don't think they're going to win at all. I think CSKA are going to actually win that game.
Really?
That's bad news if you're a Spurs.
Yeah, okay. I wouldn't go that far. Let's look at the Leicester situation, okay? Because Jamie Vardy will be playing there.
He will.
They're playing Porto.
Yes.
They were incredibly impressive in their Champions League debut last week.
They were.
3-0 victory.
Against FC Bruges.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, this is, of course, Leicester's first game at home in the Champions League, so the King Power Stadium is going to be rocking, right?
Absolutely rocking.
But the difference between Porto and Bruges, I think, is going to be a bit stark.
Yeah.
Porto are going to be very, very good. The good thing for Leicester is they're going to have Islam Slimani playing, and he scored a lot of goals against Porto.
He certainly has.
So what I would suggest is, if you want to look for a goal scorer in that game, you want to put Slimani right in there, as well as Jamie Vardy, maybe. But look at the BetSafe website closer to the game, and they'll give you good odds on that. But Leicester to win 1-0 would be pretty good odds, I would think, wouldn't they?
Pretty good odds indeed. I would say maybe 6-1, something like that.
I would say that's a pretty good bet.
I would say it's a pretty good bet as well.
Leicester could win this, but Porto, a dangerous team. It's not going to be as easy as it was against FC Bruges.
Porto not only dangerous, but we've got heritage as well, because of course they are former winners under Jose Mourinho.
Under Jose Mourinho.
Why you got a white shirt on for?
Well, because I just decided to wear a white shirt. You got a problem with that?
I get it. Your multicoloured shirt last time,
last week we both wore blue shirts, and I was a bit
before
disturbed.
that you wore what I call your ice cream shirt.
Yeah, that's right. Well, sometimes I just like to wear different coloured shirts. You, of course, have only got the same coloured shirt. You've got one variation.
Excuse me.
It's either a blue stripe or a blue stripe.
Let's get on with the football. Now then, Celtic, of course, face a huge challenge this week.
Celtic.
They got battered 7-0 by Barcelona.
Yeah.
They're now playing the team that looked most impressive in the English League by far, Manchester City. What do you make of that?
Well, to be honest, I think Manchester City might be better than Barcelona. So, I mean, 7 goals they let in their new camp, and they're at home. And Brendan Rodgers, by the way, having already claimed success for Raheem Sterling, so it was all down to him.
He's telling you.
Yeah, do you know what he's also said in the last couple of days?
What?
That he was offered the Manchester City job.
No.
And he was offered an assistant job at
Really?
Manchester City, yeah.
Wow.
So, he's full of himself. But it's a very different kettle of fish when you go and play up at Parkhead. And
certainly.
so Celtic should put on a better performance.
Yeah.
But you really can't see anything other than Manchester City victory.
No, you can't. Remember, in the first game of this group, City beat Gladbach, who are, Muppets or anything like that. They beat them 4-0.
Yeah, they did.
So, I think that's some, Celtic victory.
And Sergio Aguero will be playing.
Of course he will,
He's having an even better season than he's ever had.
I think you're absolutely right. What would you give for a Celtic victory?
Celtic victory 7-1, but I mean, I don't think you'd even waste your money, would you?
7-1 with BetSafe.
Yeah.
Well, you're not wasting your money, are you? Because every opportunity that you pursue is a possibility. It has to be.
I mean, in previous years gone past when Neil Lennon was in charge, they did actually beat Barcelona. Didn't
Absolutely.
They?
What about Arsenal this week, anyway? Because they also had a sort of indifferent start to their campaign, didn't they?
Well, they were quite fortunate, you'd have to say, against Paris Saint-Germain, because they really didn't deserve a draw. They got a draw, but they're up against Basel from Switzerland. It was a bit of an unknown factor.
Yes.
But you'd expect Arsenal to win this, wouldn't you?
Well, you would expect Arsenal to win it, particularly as I think in their last 4 games they've scored 12 goals. They're on fire. A sensational victory against Chelsea. Theo Walcott really, firing on all cylinders. Yeah. I would say they're going to be quite dangerous, Arsenal. I also think they've been waiting to pick up the big momentum, to get that going. Yeah. And I think they might have started that against Chelsea, could continue it against Basel.
Yeah, they scored 12 goals in the last 4 games.
I just told you that.
Yeah, I know that. That's I'm just saying that if they've scored 12 goals, because it's important, because the number of goals in these games is important. Because I think whenever you look at the Champions League, and you look to make a bet that's going to make you some money,
yeah,
I think predicting the actual score
okay,
is possibly the way to go, right?
Okay.
Now, I would think Basel are going to be quite defensive, but for Arsenal to win 3-0,
yeah,
what do you get for that?
You'd get something like between 7 and 8 to 1 with BetSafe on that. So I think the official figure's 37 to 5 or something like that. But, you know, keep in touch with the BetSafe website to keep up to date on all these moving prices.
Yeah.
And the specials that we've got to offer you will be unveiled very, very quickly as the games race towards the starting line.
I don't know what the hell you do with your hands there. But anyway, that's what we've got for the Champions League this week. It's going to be very exciting. You've got to be in it to win it with BetSafe. We are the two Mikes.
We are the two Mikes, in it to win it with BetSafe.